All right, so I heard that a couple of essays have changed, particularly Harvard. So I wanted to jump in a little early and see if that is the case. I went ahead and added pretty much my top 20 schools on my college list, my tier list, and let's go ahead and check it out. So here's Harvard. Hopefully it's recording. Nice. So let's go with restrictive early action. Let's go with on campus. The reason why I'm doing this, by the way, and filling it out instead of just going straight to other questions is because sometimes you have to fill this out in order for the correct prompts to come out. So I know the example last year I used to showcase that was Columbia. So we'll drop by there real quick, but let's start with Harvard. And click continue. Usually it's the red asterisk, and normally you have to put in a major choice. Now, Harvard's unique in that, wow, the field of study became pretty specific. Usually it used to be broader categories, but that's pretty cool. Let's just go ahead and put, they have computer science. Let's put the most popular major, and let's put business or econ. Do they have business? Econ. Okay. Let's do that for now. We don't have to worry about those. Activities. Okay. That doesn't look like that's that much different. Contacts, not that much different. Family, okay. Other information. Right? And then they have military veterans. Interesting. And then lastly, here's the essays. College academic residential. Gives you information about early. Okay, this is interesting. Harvard has long recognized the importance of enrolling a diverse student body. This is affirmative action kicking in here. The end of. This is a new essay, and it's 200 words. Normally it's 150 words and a no limit, but they are giving you 250 words to ask, how will the life experiences that shape who you are today enable you to contribute to Harvard? So I'm going to run into a lot of questions here. If I'm Chinese American, is it okay if I write about it? If I'm South Korean American, is it okay if I write about it? I'm still going to have to kind of parse it out in my head of how we're going to approach this. Briefly describe an intellectual experience that was important to you. Interesting. 200 words. They decided to pull off a playbook from Stanford. Intellectual vitality is like the Stanford question at 250 words. So they are asking for somewhat of a why major kind of thing, though it's not necessary for you to be writing about your major, but that's new. Briefly describe any extracurricular activities, employment, travel, or family responsibilities that shaped who you are. So normally this is slightly different. It was 150 words. They'll ask you to describe one of your extracurricular activities, but then it's adding a little bit of extra, have shaped who you are, and they're giving you 200 words for it. So that's interesting. That's new. How do you hope to use your Harvard education in the future? That's new as well. Wow. Dude, Harvard's becoming pretty Stanford-y. What? They are going very Stanford-y. They have the top 3 things your roommates might like to know about you. So this is Stanford-y in the sense that Stanford has 3 250-word essays. One is an intellectual vitality. Number 2 is, what matters to you or what's meaningful to you and why. And then the third is a letter to your roommate. So it seems like Harvard has switched things up. Do they not have the open-ended? No, they got rid of the Harvard open-ended no limit. That's a big change for Harvard, guys. This is going to rustle some feathers in terms of those who are super like niche and into helping students or working on these types of essays. So that's a pretty big shakeup for me. Let's check out Stanford. So yada yada. I do not remember. I do not meet any of these criteria. Let's just put that in. Yes, optional interview. Generally, if you're a competitive student, you should be going for an interview. If you don't go for an interview, you better have a really good reason why. But that's usually a bearish if a student is not going to intend to do the interview. And then usually art portfolio, you should check this out. They have an earlier deadline. It says October 20th. So if you are planning on submit what they consider to be an arts portfolio, just keep in mind November 1st is not your deadline. It's actually 10 days earlier than that. They're going to ask you for city of birth, years. Okay, let's go to academics, choose a major. Let's do computer science. Let's say number 2. I think the second most popular major these days is psychology still. So, just for the heck of it, I'm just trying to fill in one major choice just in case it triggers internally maybe a difference in question type. I'm going to go straight to questions. What's the most significant challenge society faces today? Yeah, so these are the same 50 words, short responses, last 2 summers, historical moment, 50 words, elaborate one of your extracurriculars, 50 words, 5 things that are important to you. That's new. Pretty cool. What did they have before then? They had the short answers, instead of 5, it was, oh, wait, are these updated? Wow, it's updated as of 2023. 2024. Dude, good job, college essay advisors. Prior, I don't recall ever helping them with 5 things that are important to you. And now I'm wondering, what was the question last year? I'm totally blanking, but that's new to me. And they give you 50 words, which becomes interesting. Do you just list out 5 things? Do you list out 5 and then give quick little like shout outs, kind of like tweets to each of those? So that's going to be fun to figure out. The short answers, short essays, let's see if they change that. Nope, this is the excited intellectual vitality curiosity essay, 250 words. Letter to a roommate. And this is described. What aspects of your life experience, interest, and character would help you make a distinctive contribution? So this is new, guys. So they've changed the phrasing. It seems to be a little bit more aware of obviously affirmative action being shot down. So they're looking to reshape the prompts to ask about what you can contribute, distinctively contribute. So this is new. It used to be what matters to you and why, what's meaningful to you and why. My assumption then is Yale changed too, but I could be wrong. Let's see what happened to Yale. Oh, they're not out yet, so we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, wow, I'm going to have to go through most of these. There has been changes. I consider them to be particularly significant. Yeah, I just wanted to push this out here and see if there was just my live thoughts on what's changed. And I'm kind of surprised now, and I'm going to have to go more thorough into this for the workday. All right, guys, I got to go. Hopefully that was helpful. I'll talk to you guys soon.